This $200,000 job was shut down by the city. Here's what happened. We started everything was great, and this one was particularly not my favorite way of doing business because the homeowner kind of contracted everybody. She hired a pool guy herself, she hired a pergola guy, a barbecue guy, and she hired me as well because I gave her the bid initially, but it seemed like it was just too expensive for her and she wanted to save a little bit of coin. So she hired other people to do things. And every single time when that happens, it always ends up biting me in the ass, most importantly, and the homeowner as well. That $10,000, $15,000 that she saved, I don't think was worth it in the end when it had to do with all the headache and troubles we went through. The homeowner reached out and she said, T, can you please do a favor and trench me a gas line for the plumber to come in and install, and also an electrical line? I said, sure, no big deal. I think the easiest way to do this would just be charge you time and materials, and she accepted. So the time and materials bill for that entire trench, which was 120 feet, was around $16,000. So we finished everything, trenched it, got it ready for the plumber. He came back, installed everything. Meanwhile, I'm not responsible for any permits for the gas line. I'm not responsible for any electrical work. And typically for stuff like that, you do need a permit, but it's a little gray area. Sometimes you can get away with it, sometimes you can't. Who knows? But I wasn't doing any of the gas line or the plumbing work. So I said, I'm good and clear. All I'm doing was the trenching. No big deal. So I did my job, got out, he came back, we finished. And after all the utilities are done, we're able to actually come in and start laying the pavers, doing the base rock. That's what we're doing right now. Now, being in the landscaping industry, you have to understand that there are steps and systems and processes of doing everything. So for me, I always like to do the entire job myself, and I hate when there's other contractors working with me because I've learned this in the beginning. When there's a new construction for a house, you're going to be doing the landscaping, the roofing, the plumbing, the drainage, the lighting. You're going to be dealing with all these other guys. And every time what happens is people get in my way. I like to work very quickly. As you see, the guys are working pretty efficiently. Imagine if there was a guy building a barbecue. Imagine if there was a guy doing a deck or artificial turf. That's why I told the homeowner, that's fine. You can hire other people, but can you please let me finish what I do? And then after I'm finished and we leave, anyone can come back and do whatever they want to do, but they can have their own space. And that's the best part. If you look at the right side of the screen, there's going to be a pool. Would I care if there's a tile guy working inside the pool? Not really, because we're not doing anything with the pool. But if there was a dude working on the coping, that'd be a problem for me. I would say, no deal. I'll come back after you're finished. Now, to be honest, I think I got fairly lucky with this whole project, and I have had a nightmare of a job previously where the city came out and they shut us down for building a 3-foot retaining wall. And I asked him why, and he said, because there's a surcharge and you need to have permits, engineering plans, everything. And I was like, dude, but it's a 3-foot retaining wall. And he would not listen to me and he would not budge. So he gave us the red tag, shut down the entire job site, and it was all kinds of drama. Luckily for me, on this one, we finished every single thing in our scope of work. We left, and then when the inspector came out to inspect all the work from the barbecue and stuff like that, he happened to notice that there was a brand new deck. There was a fire pit. There was a gas line. And he was like, where's your permit for all this? And the homeowner actually got into a little bit of a scuffle with the city on this one. And the city would not budge. They said, you're doing all this. And dude, I'm telling you, once you get into a scuffle with the city, especially the inspector, because they can flex. They flex really, really, really hard on everyone because they can. They have a power and they can shut down your entire job site just by issuing a tag. So you want to be as cool as possible with the city. Cool as a cucumber, chill like a pickle. And sometimes that doesn't go the right way because they can be very unreasonable and super demanding when it comes to just the basics. And the city sometimes are very inhumane, if you will. And my biggest beef with the whole city process is not the permit fees, it's not the inspections, because I like that everything is built to code and all that stuff. It's the fact that they take 10 days to answer one email. They will literally take 10 days. They will always answer on the 10th day, and then they have another 10 days to reply. I don't understand why they do that, because they should, like, if they're just all about their money, they want to get the permit fees, that's fine. Charge me $3, $4, $5, $10,000. Let's get the ball rolling. But speed is what I'm looking for, and the city never delivers with speed. They always do everything snail style, slow and steady. See, most people don't know this, and they get into a business and they start thinking they can do any kind of job. I've had people get in the game and they're in it for 5-6 months and they take on a job this size and they just get spanked. I always say it's better to take a smaller job in the beginning, 10,000, 15, 20, 30, and slowly work your way up. And before you know it, in a couple of years, you'll be doing jobs like this and it'll be easy. You'll know all the right steps. You know everything. The employees will be very knowledgeable. And most importantly, everyone will be trained. Pay attention to me in this video. Do you see me? Not really. I'm not here. I come in maybe for 10-15 minutes every single day. Sometimes I can miss a day and it's not a big deal, because the guy that's in charge of this job site, his name is Martin. He's been with me since 2018. He is a complete gangster. He's very, very good. And they pay attention to levels. And we've made so many mistakes together that they already know how to keep everything clean. In a little bit, you're going to see them lay down a big plastic sheet over all the pavers just to keep them super nice and clean. These things stain so fast, and when they do stain, you're gonna have to pay a price to fix them. It is annoying. Now, my part of the contract was actually very simple. It was pavers, grass, plants, irrigation, lighting, and a deck along with a planter. And the barbecue along with the artificial turf was going to be installed by another guy. Now, I told you in the beginning, I think that was a mistake, because to be honest, I kind of let that happen because the homeowner was referred to me by a designer. His name was Matt Daly. He did this one, and everything was very good. But like I said, some of the parts I was a little bit more expensive. I think for the artificial turf, I was at $17, $18 a square foot, and the homeowner finds someone to do it for like $12, which I can't even come close to $12 a square foot. The material alone is $5, and we're talking labor, base rock. We're doing edging, and we did all black edging for this one to make it look very modern and clean. And now, as the job wraps up, our part of the contract is coming to an end, and you see that we didn't do the mulch, we didn't do anything else. This is 3 months later, and the barbecue is just in shambles because the city told them not to continue. The deck we were not able to build because the inspector came out and he was like, "What's this hot tub doing here? What are you doing with this hot tub? Where's your permit for this?" And we didn't have it. This beautiful $5,000 fire pit is just sitting here not connected because the city said, "Don't connect it. If I come back and I see this connected, I'm going to make you take it out." Not good. Obviously, barbecue's in shambles. But as far as everything we did, it held up pretty nice. Look at the beautiful pavers, clean, and our big 3x3 steppers. This coping was done by the pool company. The grass is in really good shape. These pavers were a little bit cheaper. That's why the homeowner decided to go this route. I would have loved to see all the pavers match. If you're looking at this video and you're like, "Dude, it's my dream to have jobs like this. I'm so sick and tired of mowing lawns." Get in Goat Gang. I show people exactly how I'm doing it every single day, and I will take years off your learning curve. And if you want to come to a live event where you want to see me in person, I'm doing an event in Scottsdale, Arizona, December 2nd and 3rd with Grant Cardone. We're going to show you how to grow and scale your business. All you have to do is show up. Tickets are $500. They're super affordable, and you're going to learn so much in 2 days. It's going to be 16 hours of learning how to 10x and blow up your business.